Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
Page panel appears in the print module irrespective of the applied template or selected layout style panel choice. The page panel lets you apply a page background color, identity plate, watermarking or cut guides to the pages and/or images in your print job. To apply a page background color, check the Page Background Color checkbox at the top of the page panel. Then click the color chip to the right of the checkbox. Click and drag the slider at the right side upwards to show the palette of colors to the left within the color pop-up menu. Click to select a color from the palette. And then click the X button in the upper left corner of the color pop-up menu to close it. To apply an identity plate to the print job, check the Identity Plate checkbox. Then click the Identity Plate preview or the drop-down in its lower right corner to select the saved identity plate to apply from the drop-down menu that appears. To review customizing and saving identity plates if needed, review the earlier lesson titled Adding an Identity Plate to a Slideshow in the chapter named the Slideshow module. By default, the identity plate appears once in the middle of the first page of the print job and is a separate, selectable overlay that you can click to select, move it, and resize it. However, this may change depending on which of the following options you choose to apply. Like the Slideshow module, you can also use the options in the page panel to specify your selected identity plate's appearance. You can click the Rotate Identity Plate button to the right of the Identity Plate checkbox to select a desired 90-degree rotation increment from the drop-down menu that appears. If you selected a text identity plate versus a graphic identity plate, then you can override its color in the print job by checking the Override Color checkbox in the Pages panel. Then click the adjacent color chip to open a color pop-up menu. Slide the slider at its right side upwards to show the colors in the color palette to its left. Click to select a color from the color palette, and then click the X in the upper left corner of the color pop-up menu to close it. You can also use the opacity and scale sliders to set the transparency and size of the identity plate respectively. To render the identity plate behind your images so that it will never appear in front of an image, check the Render Behind Images checkbox. To show the identity plate on every image in the print job versus only on the first page, check the Render on Every Image checkbox. Note, however, that if you do this, then you cannot adjust its placement within the images in your print job by moving it or selecting it in the page. To apply watermarking to the images in your print job, check the Watermarking checkbox in the page panel and then select a saved watermarking preset to apply from the adjacent drop-down menu. To review how to create and save watermarks, please review the earlier lesson titled Adding Watermarking to a Slideshow in the chapter named the Slideshow module. To apply visible cutting guides that will be printed if you have either the picture package or custom package layout style currently selected in the Layout Style panel, then check the Cut Guides checkbox that only appears in the page panel when one of these layout styles is selected. Then select either Lines or Crop Marks from the drop-down menu to the right of the checkbox to choose the type of lines to print next to the photos in the pages. The following options only appear in the page panel if you have the Single Image Contact Sheet layout style currently selected within the Layout Style panel. To print additional print job metadata, check the Page Options checkbox. Then check the adjacent checkboxes for the print job metadata to print. Your choices include Page Numbers to show page numbering, Page Info to show printer sharpening, color profile, and printer information, and/or Crop Marks to print crop marks next to the photo cells in the page. To print photo metadata with the images on the pages, check the Photo Info checkbox and then use the drop-down to the right to select the photo metadata to apply. If you select Sequence from the drop-down menu, Lightroom Classic CC adds sequential numbers to the photos in the print job. To add custom text, select Custom Text from the drop-down menu instead, and then type the custom text to add into the custom text field that then appears under the drop-down menu within the page panel. You can also select from Saved Text Presets within the drop-down menu, or select the Edit command from the drop-down menu to open the Text Template Editor, which you can use to create and save text presets. If you want to review creating and saving text presets, please review the earlier lesson titled The Text Panel within the chapter named The Book module. To change the size of both the page options and the photo info text, click the Font Size drop-down at the bottom of the page panel, and then select the size of font to use from the drop-down menu of choices.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.